Interesting days ahead now for Pakistan. To discuss what's happening in Pakistan, I'm being joined by Tanzila Mazhar, Zishan Arif and Kuwar Khaldun Shahid. Thank you so much for joining us here on World Today. If I could come to you, Tanzila, first. The situation on the ground is a little iffy when it comes to the numbers. Nawaz Sharif made his victory speech and he has actually asked, lauded everybody who's won, but also asked them to rally together for a better future of Pakistan. Are we then to expect a PMLN leadership taking many more independents along to form government?
Yes, one proposition offers, that scenario for Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. But as a party, they got the highest numbers of seats, so he had this right to invite everyone. Let us see that how Pakistan People's Party responds. As I was telling you that Pakistan People's Party has been making it clear that they would not like to have an alliance with Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. So that, electoral campaign and its bitterness is gone now. Interesting days are ahead, and we all know that Asif Ali Zardari is known for his tricks and reconciliation and his patience. So I think likely Pakistan People's Party will join hands with Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, and they will definitely then invite MQM. They got good numbers in Karachi and Sindh, so you can see that a PDM plus government scenario would be there.
Well, Zishan, if I could bring you in, it is a celebration in many ways than one. We are looking at a very different Pakistan. While they say that it is not absolutely unprecedented, but the fact that the mandate, that people came out and voted against the wishes of the military, that this is a voice despite Imran Khan being put in jail for the PTI leadership, clearly shows that Imran Khan did steal the show.
Well, of course, that happened. That happened yesterday, and the world has seen it by now. But if we look at the situation today, after Nawaz Sharif's speech, he mentioned that he has tasked his brother Shehbaz to sit with Zardari, Asif Ali Zardari of People's Party, and they're looking to form a coalition government, just like they did with the PTM. And the one thing he has mentioned that he has accepted that no party has gained the majority in the National Assembly when he said that if they got the most number of seats, or if they got the majority, then they would have also asked the parties to sit with them. But right now, they haven't got the majority. But what they have indicated right now is that Pakistan cannot go into the elections again. So no party is in the position to form a government. And right. If they wanted to find a solution, that would have been, a fresh election. But he said Pakistan cannot go into elections once again after spending all these, every resources on this election. So we cannot go back to fresh elections. So what we have to do is now we have to sit together. I urge all parties to come to the table. I'm willing to sit with all the parties and all the independent candidates as well. I respect their right to represent their constituencies, and I urge them to sit with us, come form a government, and bring Pakistan out of this crisis that we are in at the moment.
Right, Shahid, the fact that the independents now would have a choice to join a party or the other. What is your expectation of what they're going to do? Are they likely to join a party which was a former ally of the PTI, or are they going to look at the mainstream parties and be mainstreamed? And if that happens, that certainly will be done with the military stepping in to negotiate terms and conditions.
Definitely, after a couple of days of chaos, what we have ended up with is precisely what everyone was predicting. A government led by the PMLN, but heavily influenced by the independent candidates. In a way, if you look at the final results, in a way, everybody has won. The PMLN would end up forming the government. The People's Party has gained, has ensured its stronghold in Sindh is intact, but also has made gains in parts of Punjab and elsewhere. While Imran Khan and the PTI has categorically proven that they remain the most popular party in Pakistan. So all of these parties could come together and finally decide that we want a progressive democratic Pakistan. But if you listen to Nawaz Sharif's victory speech, quote unquote, it was very carefully worded. He called the PMLN the single largest party. Now, that would have. I mean, he said that before the final results were announced. So he knew that his party would be the party that would get the most seats, at least in terms of being the only party on the ballot paper, regardless of what happened to PTI affiliated independents. So him saying that, then he also invited everyone. He invited the independents, he invited all parties. He was talking about all parties. Now, this phrase could mean both things: all parties, as in all parties, including the PTI, but he could simply be meaning all parties that were on the ballot paper. So again, the ideal scenario for Pakistan is everyone got what they wanted. Let's come together. But the likelihood is that a large chunk of the independents would go to the People's Party and the PMLN, and hence all of these parties would form the government. That's the likely scenario.
And on that note, that brings me to the close of this discussion. We will be monitoring the situation very closely in Pakistan.